I forgot how to make videos. Hey guys, fruit is really weird, okay? We've all heard the thing that oh, tomatoes are fruit, oh, cucumbers are fruit. You know guys, pumpkins and squash are fruit too. I need to talk to you guys about types of fruit, because I just learned about it, which means you guys need to learn about it now. The botanical definition of fruit is the ripened ovary of a flower. As many of us know, those ovaries or fruits contain the seeds that a plant would need to reproduce. And there's 3 types that I'm going to talk to you guys about today, because I only know about 3 types. There are more than that. I don't know how many more, but there are 3. I learned about 3. So we're going to learn about 3 today. First, there are your simple fruits, which is one fruit coming from one ovary on one flower. Keep that in mind. This includes your tomatoes and blueberries, which are, in the technical botanical definition, your berries. Notice the significant lack of most berries, which are defined as fleshy fruit because they're just mostly squishy flesh, thin skin, surrounding seeds. Your simple fruits also include your stone fruits, which are pitted, such as peaches, pomes, which is the category that apples are in, which are fruits with where all the seeds are attached to a core in the middle. Apple core, obviously. Pepos, P-E-P-O, pepo, have a rind and seeds in the middle, like watermelons and cucumbers. Unless you get seedless of both of those, in which case, congrats, you're eating infertile fruit. I don't know. And then there's Hesperidiums, which are usually your citruses. They have a leathery exterior and a segmented inside. So think oranges, clementines, lemons, blah, 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 blah. All that. So those are your simple fruits, which one fruit, one ovary. Simple, easy. But you'll notice a lack of a lot of fruits. So then you have aggregate fruits, which is when one flower has a lot of ovaries and it combines into one fruit, such as with strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries, which is when one flower contains many ovaries for some reason and combines into one. Think your straw, ras, and blackberries, where you can kind of see where there's multiple sections that go into one, like with the raspberries that have little bumps, and the strawberries are just covered in seeds on the outside. And I don't really know why they turn into one fruit, but I assume it's because it's from the same flower. And the seeds on these are visible, obviously. As well as many times parts of the flower, most of times the sepal, which is the part that the petal connects to, can still be seen. That's what you're seeing on a strawberry and a raspberry a lot of the time, the little green on the top. And then there's compound fruits, and I'm going to be honest, guys, compound fruits, they confound me. It is when multiple ovaries from multiple flowers combine into one fruit. Now, to be fair, this is kind of uncommon. It's seen in pineapples, figs, and beet seeds. I don't really know what beet seeds are, but that's what I learned. So we're going to go with pineapples and figs. And looking at a pineapple, you can see what I assume are the multiple sepals, and that's the pointy part. And I don't know why multiple flowers would combine into one fruit. I assume it's because that's why it's so big, or it's because it is such a big fruit that it does that, but I have no idea, truly. And another thing I've been thinking about is avocados, because they have elements of a lot of the other kinds of fruits. Like, they have a rindish skin like a pepo, but they also have a pit like a stone fruit. So I don't know what those are classified as. If anyone can figure that out, that would be awesome. But if I had to guess, they'd be a stone fruit because they have the, signature stone in them. And another thing I forgot to mention is that in the simple fruit category, with tomatoes, blueberries, stone fruit, blah, 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 a lot of the fruits you think of are dry fruits, which are things that are technically fruit, but we don't think of them as fruit. We think of them as like seeds. So there's dehiscent, which split open when they're mature. Think about milkweed pods and pea pods. So, seed pods, they're a type of fruit, fun fact. And indehiscent fruits, which don't split open when they're mature. Think about acorns, sunflower seeds. So, really, everything is a fruit. So now you know, whenever you go to eat your favorite fruit, you're actually just eating the ripened ovaries of a poor plant that just wanted to reproduce. You monster.